Hi folks, Ross Beretta here with Rossome Car Sales. Today is the first episode of Riding with Rossome. I am actually driving the car as we speak. Today we're going to be test driving a 2023 Honda Pilot Trail Sport. Now this is the all new Honda Pilot. It is a complete redesign and boy is it pretty. Now the reason I have the camera facing this way is I wanted to show you what I think is one of its most prominent features, which is this absolutely gorgeous panoramic moonroof. Just added this year. It is phenomenal. It goes all the way back, so even the people in the second row can get to experience that sunroof, and it does make it feel more open and airy. So I'm going to stop, pull over, switch my camera position so I can start showing you the rest of this beautiful ride. One sec. Hi folks, welcome back to Riding with Rossome. What I've done is I've changed my viewpoint so that I can show you some of the controls, make it a little bit easier, hopefully, when you get your new Honda. So one of the things that I've always loved about the way that Honda designs their vehicles, that even though the 2023 Honda Pilot interior is a complete redesign, what they've done is they've kept where everything is in the same spot. It may have a different look, but it's going to be in the same place. So that way it creates a sense of familiarity and muscle memory that make people transitioning from an older Honda to a newer Honda that much easier. For example, the left side of the steering wheel, that still houses all of your Bluetooth controls and also your radio controls. So you can turn your volume up and down without having to try to reach over here. The left side, that's going to have your automatic cruise control and also your lane keep assist, which is that little bit of semi-self-driving that the car does to keep you centered in your lane as long as the camera can see those lines in the road. You have your infotainment system over here. Now, this is a full-color infotainment system. It's one of my favorites because it does come up out of the dash. It makes it very easy to use and also very easy to reach without having to lift yourself up or change your position. This is actually one of the most requested features in a Honda, which was a tactile volume knob to turn your radio up and down. As you can see, this is set up very similar to a smartphone. So these are all the different apps that you have. It is very responsive and works just like your smartphone as far as you can move these apps around. And they've even color-coded everything. So the yellow, this is everything that has to do with the vehicle. The blue, that's everything that has to do with your radio, your audio, and your music. And the green is your phone and messaging and things of that nature. Across the bottom, you have some of your favorites that you can actually put down here and customize as you see fit. And they've added the smart shortcuts. So that's a new feature for the 23 Pilot where the internal computer of the Honda starts to learn your personal preferences, things like your favorite radio stations, your favorite contacts, so on and so forth. Down here, you have your HVAC cluster. Now, the Honda Pilot is a tri-zone, which means I have left side, right side, and rear as far as the ability to have separate temperatures. So if I like things a little bit cooler over here, but who I'm riding with gets a little chilly, Shannon, she can turn her heat up or turn her own heated seat onto her own personal setting and be more comfortable. Now, the back seat area and second and third row, that is all one zone. So they have their own controls back there, but there is the option to lock them if the kids get a little playful with the buttons. I know my daughter would constantly be adjusting it, and I would probably lock her out. Heated seats are here and here. And then you do have the automatic temperature control. So as long as this little green light is on, whatever temperature you set it at, it's going to keep you at that temperature, which is one of my favorite things because I, like many of you, grew up in that era when you had to turn the fan up and turn it down and turn the temperature up and turn it down. But you could never get just a consistent temperature in your vehicle. It always needed constant adjustment. So down here closer to the bottom, you have 2 USB ports in the front as well as a traditional cigarette lighter type plug. One is a traditional USB, and that is going to be used for either Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, even though this does actually come with that wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto. One of my favorite things about the vehicle, actually, because sometimes dealing with the cords is a pain in the butt. The other plug is the new Type-C charger. So the Type-C is going to replace USBs across the board. It works very similar to Apple's Lightning charger. Doesn't matter which direction you put it in, it will always slide in with ease correctly. So, and then down here at the bottom, this is a wireless phone charger that you can just toss your phone on while you're driving. The thing that I've added this year is there are ridges to the right and the left. So that way, if like I'm doing right now, you take a corner, your phone doesn't go flying off in the direction of the force. So again, one of my favorite things that Honda has added is that wireless charger, just for the pure convenience sake of being able to toss your phone down and getting a charge without having to worry about plugging in any cords. So I'm actually coming up to a dead end in this little community. What I wanted to do was take the time to show you the new camera system that Honda has developed that really is a game changer, especially with a vehicle that's a little bit larger like the Pilot. So let me get right up there. Just give me a sec and I will show you. So they do have a new drive-by-wire system that I'm going to show you in a minute. But first, let's go over this camera. So when you first put the car in reverse, the camera automatically comes up. Now, this is your traditional camera, just like everybody has in their vehicles right now. The only difference is Honda always gives you a couple of different options as far as how you want your view to go. So this is the wide angle. You can tell it's the wide angle because it almost looks like it's smiling at the bottom. It gives you the opportunity to look off on either side of your bumper to the right and the left. This is especially important when you're backing out of a parking spot at a Wegmans or a Walmart where somebody may be coming down the aisles. Honda also has the rear cross traffic alert, which will use arrows on the screen to indicate when somebody is coming from either direction. That works with the blind spot monitors, so it makes it a lot easier and safer to back up. As you can see, it does have a dynamic guideline, so as I turn the steering wheel, my lines turn to show me what my car's trajectory is, which makes backing up an absolute breeze. This button gives you a traditional backup camera, and now you can see the newest feature, which is kind of a bird's eye view of everything that's around the vehicle. Makes it supremely easy to not only back up, but also to parallel park, because you can literally see everything that is around the vehicle. I will demonstrate now as I back up into the road here so I can turn around and go the other direction. So very accurate as far as these lines and where your wheels actually go, and then poof, they are gone. Now, one of the things that the Trail Sport does specifically is this view right here, which shows you right out the front of the vehicle and shows you where you're going. That is the trail cam portion of the new system. Specifically for the Trail Sport, it's so that you can see where every tire goes. If you were going down a trail and say there was a rock or a route that you needed to miss, this gives you a real crystal clear view of what's going on near your tires. So for those outdoor enthusiasts, this is absolutely the way to go. The button to turn that on and off is right here at the end of the windshield washer stick.